Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're tackling the problem special positions in a binary matrix. It's a really neat grid-based puzzle, so let's break it down step by step. We are given a two-dimensional grid, or matrix, that's filled entirely with zeros and ones. Our main goal here is to count how many special positions exist inside this grid. But what exactly makes a position special? A spot in the grid is considered special if two things are true. First, the number sitting at that exact spot must be a 1. Second, if you look straight across its entire row, and straight up and down its entire column, every single other number you see must be a 0. It has to be completely alone in its row and column. Let's look at this example grid to see this in action. The top left corner has a 1. Is it special? Well, its row is fine, all zeros. But look down its column. There's another 1 at the very bottom, so it's not special. Now look at the one on the middle right. Its row has only zeros otherwise. And its column? Also only zeros otherwise. That means it is a special position. Since it's the only one, our final answer is 1. Before we write code, it's always good to think about edge cases. What if the grid is entirely zeros? Well, a special position has to be a 1, so there would be 0 special positions. What if the grid is completely full of 1s? In that case, no single 1 is ever alone in its row or column, so the answer is again 0. Keeping these extremes in mind helps us ensure our logic is sound. Just a quick heads up. We'll be walking through the solution using Python, but don't worry if that's not your main language. I'll be showing the full code for Java, C++, and JavaScript towards the end of the video. If you just want to grab the code right now, you can find it on my website leetcodeunlocked.com, link is in the description. So the first idea, well, it's usually brute force. The most straightforward way to solve this is to just do exactly what the rules say. We can loop through every single cell in the grid. The moment we spot a 1, we stop, and then we run a mini search across its specific row and column. If we find any other ones hiding there, we mark it as not special and move on. If the coast is clear, we count it. Alright, here's the Python code for the first approach. Don't worry if it looks like a lot of loops stacked together. We'll walk through exactly how it works next. Let's break this down. The two outer loops are just a standard way to visit every spot in a two-dimensional grid. For each spot, we ask, is this a 0? If it is, we use continue to immediately skip to the next spot, because we only care about 1s. If it is a 1, we set a flag called good to true, assuming it's special until proven otherwise. Once we find a 1, we use these inner loops to verify it. We iterate through all the rows again looking at the same column. If we find another 1, and it's not the exact spot we started at, we flip our good flag to false, and break out early to save time. We then do the exact same thing across the columns for that row. If you want to test this code out yourself without retyping it, you can go to the leetcode.com link in the description, so you can copy the code that is shown and explained in this video. Now getting back to the explanation. Code can be hard to visualize just by looking at it, so let's run a simple 2x2 diagonal matrix through it. At row 0, column 0, we hit a 1. We scan its row and column. Both are clear. So good stays true, and our answer becomes 1. We skip the zeros. Finally, at row 1, column 1, we find another 1. Its row and column are also clear. So good is true, and our answer becomes 2. This shows us exactly how we get the result. We will look at the next approach in just a second, but first I want to quickly say why this channel looks and sounds the way it does. You can probably tell this is narrated by AI. I actually built this for myself so I could generate clear, instant explanations the moment a daily problem drops to help myself learn. It helps me study faster, and I upload them here in case they help you too. I don't put ads in these videos and I don't take any sponsorships. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Okay, now for the second method. The problem with brute force is that we do a lot of repeated work. If we check multiple ones in the same row, we scan that row multiple times. This second approach uses a really neat trick. First, we just count up exactly how many 1s are in every single row and every single column, and save those totals. Then, when we find a 1, we just check our saved totals. If its row total is exactly 1, and its column total is exactly 1, it must be special. And here's the code for that second approach. It looks a bit longer, but it's actually much faster. Let's quickly trace how the precomputation works. In this first section, we create two empty lists to keep track of our scores, one for the rows and one for the columns. Then, we do a single pass over the entire grid. Every single time we spot a 1, we add 1 to that specific row's total score, and we add 1 to that specific column's total score. Now for the magic. We loop through the grid a second time. When we find a 1, we don't need to scan anything. We just look up its row score and its column score in our lists from earlier. If both of those scores are exactly 1, it means this is the only one in its row and column. So we increase our answer count. Let's talk about efficiency. For the second approach, the time complexity is order m times n, where m is the number of rows and n is the number of columns. This is because we only loop through the grid twice, doing constant work each time. The space complexity is order m plus n, because we had to create those 2 extra lists to store our row and column counts. This is a great trade-off for the speed increase over the brute force method. Alright, that covers the Python solution. As promised, here are the full solutions for Java, C++, and JavaScript. Instead of pausing and typing these out, you can just go to leetcodeunlocked.com via the link in the description to copy and paste the exact code directly. Here is the full solution in Java. Next up, here is the C++ version. And finally, here is the solution in JavaScript. So let's wrap it up. We looked at 2 ways to solve this. The brute force method is easy to think of, but it repeats a lot of scanning work. By using a precomputation step to tally up the rows and columns first, we made our final checks lightning fast. Before we finish up, I want to mention I have another channel called Leetcode Unlocked. I'm on a mission to eventually post a solution for literally every single Leetcode problem on the platform. If you want to study problems outside of just the daily challenge, make sure to check it out. If you want to help support that goal of covering every problem, you can donate at buymeaboba.com/LeetCodeDaily. Also, please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I post the daily Leetcode problem as soon as it comes out, so you can get your streak done early. Keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one.